Hello my yogi friends, my name is Natasha. Welcome to Just the Flow. This class pairs with my full power hour creative sequence yoga, which is called Wild Warrior this time. We are doing just the flow. Right side, left side, warm-up sequence is part of the flow, but not really prepping out. So if you want to take some moments to prep out your wrists, ankles, spine, all the things, go ahead and take that moment and then meet me here, or ideally you have taken the class and you know what to expect here. I do recommend a block or maybe even two if you're trying to fly your warrior or do that flying split. I'll just cue the modification, and if you want to take the advanced variation, please do. All right, meet me on your knees. We'll take a couple rounds of breath and get right into that warm-up sequencing. Hands rest in your lap, palms up or down. Close your eyes, soften your face, your jaw, tongue, neck. Let the shoulders melt away from the ears as you sit up nice and tall. Take a deep breath in and sigh it out. Big breath in through the nose and perhaps out through the nose, creating a vibration on the back of the throat, engaging your core at the bottom of the breath, shrinking in, and then that expansive inhale one more time. Big breath, exhale. Float the eyes open. We're going to pull our right foot forward into this crouching, kneeling position. We're going to rock it forward onto the ball of the foot, tiptoe, and swing it back onto the heel. Toe lifts, Barbie toes, and then sit. One more time, lift, kind of lean forward, wake up that core, and sit. This time we'll bring the right knee down, walk your hands forward, and take knees, chest, chin, left toes to sky. 3, and 2, elbows to ribs, chin maybe to mat. Tuck your left toes, pick up your right knee just a step forward into this 90-90 neutral lunge. We're gonna lift our arms, stack our joints, and then pull those palms in front for 3 twists. Open through water, pull your arms apart and close. 3. Open twist, pull the arms apart, squeeze into the core and those inner thighs, and close. Twisting low lunge. Left hand down, start 3 big circle sweeps with your right arm. 3, 2, and 1. Palms reaching out to the diagonal. You can kickstand your left toes a bit for a kneeling side angle with big diagonal wings. Open and close, and open and close. Bring your left hand down, sweep your right foot to the back of your mat for a partridge kneeling side plank variation. Hug that heel in, press your hips forward, and then press your foot back, shine your chest forward. Let that shoulder and chest open up there as you engage the back body to stretch the front side. With care, drop off your right knee and thread your right arm under for thread the needle twist. Left arm can wrap around the back for a breath. Then slide that left arm to the top of your mat, and you're gonna take yourself down using upper body strength. Slither onto your belly, right hand lateral of the shoulder, left toes sweeping back towards right fingers, scorpion twist. Head just falls heavy there. We're externally rotating that right shoulder. Then your left hand could grab a hold of the pinky toe edge of the foot, just like we did in partridge. Hug the heel in, and then kick back into that half bow back bend. Spin back to your belly. We'll take 3 cobra rolls. Elbows up, fingertips down. 3, 2, 1. Locust, take flight back on. Move through upward facing and back onto your knees. Reset, step your left foot forward. Then we'll repeat the warm up right, left, and then go right into sequencing. and class flow. Lift onto your toes, lean forward, and sit back on the heels. Toes, high heel, lean, engage your core, and sit. One more time, onto the tiptoes, reach your heart forward, and sit back on the heel. This time, lower that left knee, crawl your hands out, right toes to sky, elbow to ribs, chin towards mat, right toes to sky, squeeze the back, glutes, hamstrings. Tuck your right toes under, push the floor away, lift your knee and step forward, 90-90, low lunge. Lift your arms, tuck your pelvis. Pull your palms in front of your heart and twist open. Close, 3. Pull the arms apart, squeeze into those inner thighs, into your core, ring it out, and 1. Right hand down, circle sweep your left arm, twisting lunge, shoulder circles, 3. Here's 2, and 1. Reach your palms to the diagonal front corner, kickstand your right toes slightly, and open wings, diagonal, 3. Like a kneeling side plank, 2, and 1. Right hand comes down, kickstand the other way, left foot sweeps back. Hamstring curl, reach for the pinky toe edge of the foot. Spread those bottom fingers, hug the heel in, and kick it back. Bring your left knee down under the hip with care. Drop it off and swing the left arm under. Spinal twist, thread the needle. Right arm can lift and swing behind the back as you roll to gaze up. Breath there. Then right hand is going to reach to the top of the mat. We're going to use arm strength to snake the body through as the left hand slides to the side. Now right hamstring curl and spin scorpion flip, reaching your right toes to your left fingers. Head heavy, little pressure in the shoulder. Then the right arm's going to swing back. Try to catch that pinky toe edge, hug the heel in, and kick it back. Engaging that back body. And release. Those cobra rolls for 3. For 2, head up last, head down last, and 1. Into that locust, take flight. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. All right, I don't think I mentioned, we probably want a block. So if you don't have a block nearby, you could take a pause and get one. We're in down dog, exploring your down dog, and we're going into some down dog drills, which will take us into our whole class flow. Big breath in, big sigh out. Tap your knees, table tap, right leg split, down dog split. Everything in 3s. Tap your knees, split your right toes to the sky, square hips. 1 more. Knees tap, right leg splits. Now, twisting plank, right knee, left elbow to down dog, knee up and stack. Think of that knee making a half circle spiral around. Tap your left elbow, knee spirals up. 1 more, twist and stack. This time we're going to tap our right elbow and take a walk forward with your left hand. Uneven plank tap. Your left forearm's going to climb back into a funky down dog split. Look at your toes. Look forward, walk forward. Tap your right knee, right elbow. Forearm down and split. 1 more time. On your hand, take a step forward. On your forearm, big step back. From here, your right hand's going to hop back to line up with the elbows, still shoulder width apart. Right knee on tricep, making a little funky crow. Kick it up. 2 more. On the tricep, lean into the shoulders, the fingers. Kick it up. 1 more time. Stay here. Knee onto the tricep. Now lower onto your left knee. Keeping your right knee there, look forward. Hug your heel in. Then lift onto both hands and step forward. Lift up to crescent lunge off the back knee. And you'll recognize these moves. So we'll first add a little back bend. Cactus, Open the heart. And cat. Curl elbows to knees. 2 more. Float it open. Exhale, curl. Float it open. Back bend to your cat curl. Now palms forward for those 3 twists. Open, pull apart, hand forward. 2, pull your arms apart and then squeeze through that space. And 1, twist and press. Now left hand down, twisting lunge right into your shoulder circles. 3, 2, 1. Spin your back heel down like a side angle. Reach your hands to the diagonal. Open those diagonal wings. 3. You could rest your tricep on your knee or inside your knee, or you can make it more active, open in space. All right, here's the hard one. We're gonna step into half moon and balance. You might use a block here, and we're gonna try to move those wings in front of your chest. This is hard. Clap your palms in front, and then spread to stack. In front, squeeze your core. Oof. You might be falling. Normal, my class struggled with this one. And open one more time. Clapping palms in front. And open. Pull that left knee forward, hips forward. One-legged Tadasana into a chair. Sweep. One-legged Tadasana and sweeping chair. 2 more. And hold the right foot down, lift. Second part of the flow. Warrior 3. Warrior 1. We're gonna move into a fallen warrior, a good place for a block. Sweep your right hand to the side or outside your mat and then open up your chest. Like a wild thing with warrior legs. Push off the block, warrior 2. Flip your palm, reverse warrior. Bind your hands behind your heart, rotate your chest forward. Humble warrior, take your bow. Dropping your head towards the mat, swiveling your left hip forward. So we'll do the modification by lowering onto the back knee, kneeling humble warrior. Into your flying warrior, release your hands. Hook your right elbow under your knee and walk your hand kind of far to the right so you can lean on the tricep, create a shelf, and try to kick those right toes forward. Little modified flying warrior into a modified flying split. Fingers down, keep your leg on your shelf, and then lift your knee. Wiggle your toes back. Little flying split. Kick back through vinyasa. Plank. Chaturanga, upward facing dog, and take your down dog. All right, take some breaths here. You can even come off those hands. Counter stretch the wrists, different directions, shake them out, roll out those shoulders, or you can be playing in a down dog or any inversion. So we'll repeat that on the second side. Same flow. Have your block handy for maybe half moon and flying fallen warrior. And then we'll repeat just the warrior sequence if you'd like to try to fly your fullest expression of your flying warrior and Ekapada Kundinyasana 2 flying split. Just options, don't have to take it there. All right, meet me in down dog for side 2. Tap your knees to the mat, left foot splits. 3, knees tap, table tap. Down dog split, hip square. 2, tap, squeeze it up. 1. Now plank twist. Left knee, right elbow, stacked hip, down dog. Lift that knee, hug your heel in. 2 more, twisting plank, down dog, hip stack. Twisting plank, press into those fingertips, and hip stack. Next one, you're gonna tap left knee, left elbow, walk your right hand forward, staggered hands, and your right elbow back. Funky dolphin split. Look forward, walk forward, knee to elbow, right elbow down, split. One more time. Walk forward, tap your elbow, elbow back, look at your toes. Now climb your left hand back in line with the elbow and tap your knee or rest your knee on your tricep. Strong shoulders, 3, split. 2, engage your core and shoulders. 1, stay there. Think of a little crow. Pull your right knee to the mat, hug your heel in, look forward. Modified baby or funky baby crow. Now push off your hands, step through. Elevate to high crescent lunge. Moving through gentle back bend cactus, cat back curl. Elbows towards knee. Open and curl. Back bend and curl. Palms out in front of your heart. Open, twist, and close. 2 more. Twist, pull the arms apart. Close, oh, little wobbly. Twist, and close. Right hand down, under your shoulder. Circle, sweep your left arm, 3. You can move a little quicker, 2. And 1, spiral your right heel down like a side angle, diagonal reaching arms to wings open. Close. 2. Bend into that front knee. 1. Press up to half moon, perhaps with a block. Then floating your arms in front of you, long arms, elbows straight, open, 3. You can tap your block, clap your hands in front of your heart, open, 2. Squeeze into your core, strong leg, 1. Draw your right knee forward and chair sweeps. Left knee up, freeze. Chair, one-legged Tadasana, 2 more. Sweep, lift, and sweep, hold. Inhale, exhale, warrior 3. Square hips, big breath. Big step back, warrior 1. Try to open up your legs pretty wide so that when we go to fallen, you have space, you're a little lower to the mat. And of course, a block comes in handy. Fallen warrior, sweep your left hand maybe off of your mat and then open up your chest and heart. Wild thing in the upper body, warrior legs. Push away, warrior 2. Flip your palm, reverse warrior. Connect to the breath. Bind your hands, spin your chest forward, squeeze your shoulder blades. Humble warrior. Melting your head towards the mat, keeping that bind, squeezing your shoulder blades. Lower onto the back knee with care. Lift your heel and lower. You can kind of scoot it in. Pull your hips back. Humble, kneeling, humble warrior. Release the hands. Your left elbow is going to really hook under. Step your left hand pretty far away so when you lean back, you created a shelf for your left leg. Kick the leg forward and rotate your shoulders to step. It's just a kneeling and a baby flying warrior. And then you can take it into that modified flying split. Hands down, keep the shelf, straighten out your back leg, chaturanga arms, flying split, jump back, chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. I'm gonna have you take a moment in a child's pose, unless you want to stay active there in down dog or work on anything. And then we'll jump it forward and we'll do just the final warrior sequence one more time with the opportunity to do that full flying warrior and full flying split. Completely optional. This is very tough stuff. Take some strong upper body, shoulders and core. Work where you are and meet me at the top of your mat. From down dog, let's walk forward, jump forward, float. Whatever you got in your practice, just pull those feet to the thumbs. Meet me in that forward fold, shake out your head. Big breath in, lengthen the spine. Exhale, ragdoll to lift. All right, Tadasana mountain pose. Open your heart, fingers, toes, ground in. into those flying chairs. Sweep arms back, hips back, right leg, chair, left. One more time, chair. Actually, one more time from here. Right leg stays down, left knee up, hold. Warrior 3. Find your fullest expression, pull apart, belly in. Warrior 1, open it up so we can get nice and deep. Flying warrior, with or without a block. Rotate your heart up, back bend. Or fallen warrior. Then warrior 2, sweep it away. Gaze over your front fingers. Reverse warrior, flip it back. Into humble warrior. Bind, rotate your heart forward, head down. Here's where you have the option to try this off the back knee. It's quite challenging, so just listen to your body. A few ways to do it. Release your hand, hook your right elbow under, make that shelf for your tricep, and just try to kick your front leg forward. If you have pretty open shoulders and you want to try to take your pinky finger to the pinky toe edge of your mat and then try to open here, that's an option. Takes more flexible shoulders. Then turn forward, fingers forward, elbows back. Maybe it's a flying split to chin stand or to jump back through vinyasa. And then I recommend letting that go in a child's pose and definitely taking some moments to stretch out the wrists. Meet me in downward facing dog, however you want to get to the top of the mat. Walking, floating, hopping into a little handstand, and Uttanasana, forward bend. Shake out your neck, maybe another counter stretch or a little gorilla, stepping on your hands, massaging your toes in towards your wrists, and then halfway lift, fingertips, ragdoll up, stack up the spine, last time through, chair, left knee at balance. Chair, right knee freeze. 2 more. Chair, freeze. And sweeping chair, hold. Warrior 3, exhale. Warrior 1, step back far, lift shoulders and hips somewhat square here. Fallen warrior, with or without the block, sweep off to the side, open up your heart. Push off for warrior 2. Flip your palm, reverse your warrior. Bind your hands behind your back, roll your heart forward and down, humble warrior. Square your right hip forward, and then from here, let go of your hands. Hook your elbow under your knee. Walk your hand a little bit far away from you so you have that shelf. You can sit and just try to lift your left foot here, or you can make that more challenging on your shoulder. Grab your foot and try to open up your shoulders to stack. A little wobbly. From here, rotate down, elbows to ribs. Maybe it's a flying split. Chin stand or jump back through flow. Meet me in child's pose and connect to the breath. That is really hard stuff, so do not feel bad if you could not do that or you're not even close. All right, finally, if you would like to play with a quick funky crow on each side, just because we had that funky setup there a couple of times, let's try it. Let's bring our right elbow down. Left hand outside your elbow, on the same line as your elbow, but a little bit far apart for stability. Then lift onto your feet. You can set that elbow down as you pull your knees into the shelf of your arms towards your triceps or even up towards your armpits. So maybe you lifted your elbow here to get your butt in the air. Then drop down onto your right elbow, hook your left knee and right knee into place. Start to lean forward, tipping forward, maybe until you can pick up your feet, hugging your heels in. There's your funky crow on the right elbow. Switch hands. Left knee is going to come into the left armpit, right knee onto the shelf of your tricep, butt high, rock in, lean, 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 curl, and release. Go ahead and have a seat. Find a boat pose and let me know how class went today. That was our Wild Warrior sequence. Are you holding boat with me? Did you make it to the end of class? Drop a pink heart in the comments. I will thank you personally. Let me know what you were able to do with those arm balances and how you liked and followed along with that flow. Go ahead and drop into low boat for 3, for 2, for 1, and Shavasana. Drop in, take some time to surrender, to repair. Thank you so much. I'm going to leave you here today. Let me know again how that went, and I will see you in the next class. Namaste.